Apparently, she's been going to these race meetings with him for weeks. Then she got hold of his bike one weekend, and, well, the rest you know.
Maybe not. Let's have a look.
I don't know if I'll be much help. What exactly are you looking for?
Not a clue. What did she say happened?
Well, she says she did slow down for the roadworks. And then when she got past them, she had to swerve to avoid a car and hit something which made her come off.
About here?
I don't know.
Look at this. The roadworks were up there, but this tarmac's new. When did this go down?
I wouldn't know.
No. I know who would.
Yeah, Tuesday, after the accident.
You sure?
Yeah, at lunchtime. 2 blokes, council van. Blocked the pavement they did. Because I rang them to complain, but you can never get through.
Well, that's true.
So you ain't got anybody for this yet, then?
No. But I'm getting closer.
I've been sat outside that tanker driver's house for 3 days. I've got nothing.
Don't start, Vinny.
I'm just saying, I ain't seen anything all weekend. I think it's about time I pulled off the job.
Oh, come off it, Vinny. You love observation. It's just sour grapes because you got seen you can't use your van anymore.
Yeah, well, I can't sleep in that thing of yours.
I don't pay you to sleep.
Yeah, well, I don't actually sleep, do I? Sort of cat nap. I'm on my own, you know. You know, if you gave me an opera, I might actually be able to get something on this geezer.
You might also be able to clean me out completely. Come on, Harriet. I've got to go and see Jodie tonight.
Sorry I'm late. I had to take Florence home.
Don't tell us. She couldn't remember where she lived.
Oh, you two. So old, so cynical.
So get on with it.
Oh, you should be pleased. I got this idea from you, Jimmy. Florence Stones did fall over. It's on the shopping precinct security video.
Well done. How come you didn't think of that?
Lack of sleep. Anyway, she's still got to get the council to admit it's down to them.
Oh, well. Episode 2. The cover-up. Well, you see, my guess is that Florence isn't the only person to have fallen over recently. I mean, this is a week later. Council work meant relaying the pavement, but look at the time. 02:36.
In the middle of the night.
Well, precisely, and with no security clearance.
Nice work. What? Get her a cup of tea. Get yourself down the council offices tomorrow. Don't leave until you've got us an appointment with the Inspector of Works.
Us?
Yeah. I might want to have a word with him as well.
Have you finished yet?
Oh, yes, thank you.
Right, you can go round to Josh's for an hour.
Blimey, must be bad.
Tom, just go.
Come on, I'll walk you round.
It's only next door.
Jodie's got something to tell you.
So, how'd it go?
Ballistic. Permanently grounded. No friends round, no pocket money. She's even threatening to collect me from school.
You can hardly blame her.
AIDS test and family planning clinic.
Well, that's probably a good idea.
No, it's not. Why are you taking her side? They tell us all this stuff at school, you know.
They don't tell you to do it at 14, Jodie. It's against the law for a start.
She told you?
Yeah.
I'll go and look after Dom.
No, you won't. Go to your room. I knew I should have put my foot down. He was only after one thing.
Well, hold on. She told him that she was 16.
I know. And that's the only thing that's stopping me hauling his arse into court. They're both as stupid as each other.
Or as stupid as us.
What do you mean?
Oh, for the last 2 years, she's done nothing but refereeing our rows, Sally. Keeping us apart. Ushering Dominic off into corners so he can't hear. We've forced her to act like an adult. Only surprising she wants some of the perks to go with it.
Well, we can't turn back the clock.
Apparently not.
Don't look so worried. We've dropped the convent option. You're not grounded. You can have your friends round, but you are having a checkup.
That's the deal, Jodie. You can't blame us for worrying about you.
Do you still want to see him?
No, I don't. I dumped him.
Thanks for your help.
Thanks for asking. You had anyone round yet?
No, not yet.
Good.
We're not about to have a row, are we?
No, just a discussion.
About what?
Not selling the family home?
I just need to get the mortgage paid off.
It wouldn't be good for the kids to move now.
Don't hide behind the kids, Jimmy.
All right, I won't. Selling this house is... It's like putting the last nail in the coffin of our marriage.
No, it's not.
Am I still in with a chance then?
Sorry, wrong house.
Wrong, Liam. Right house, wrong man.
Listen before you start. I've done a grand job here.
How much are you charging her for this tarmac, Liam?
200. 200 will be fine.
You got a receipt for the tarmac?
100. And I'm doing you a favour.
Well, now, it's funny you should mention that, Liam. How long's this going to take, Liam?
Not long. We'd be a damn sight quicker if you let us carry on with the drill.
You're making enough noise as it is. Have you found anything yet?
It's more what I haven't found.
What?
You should have at least 12 inches of MOT Type 1 roadstone. You've only 6 here. And it looks like they've mixed it with crushed stone.
What does that mean in the real world?
That's a saving of about 10 quid a cubic metre. That's big money, even on a stretch this small.
So who's doing the fiddling?
Everyone from Paddy to Paymaster.
Well, the Inspector of Works?
Has to be. Somebody has to OK it. And if he missed this, he'd need a friggin' guide dog.
All right, thanks. Right, you can fill it in now.
Right, I've been watching what you're doing and I called the police.
Sorry, Inspector, I didn't realise it was you. Mr. Holden, what a surprise.
I expect you will take care of it.
Richard's Works Department. Yes, if you need to make an application, I can send you a form.
Thanks, Marjorie. Hello,
Send your
Andrew
addresses.
Phillips.
Harriet Potter.
Sorry we kept waiting.
That's all right. We know how busy you are.
Bedlam, I'm afraid. So, you chaps are representing Mrs. Florence Downs, are you?
That's right, yeah. Oh, these are my colleagues, Wendy Atkins and Jimmy Griffin.
Fine. Now, I've located Mrs. Downs' claim. And I'm delighted to say we'll be in touch to make her an offer.
Oh.
It's just a matter of processing the paperwork. And I'm really sorry you've had to come in.
So how come your Works Department have no record of the job at the North End Centre?
The works order will probably take weeks. I gave them the go-ahead verbally, otherwise nothing would ever get done.
What about the Talbotton Road works?
Sorry?
Did you authorise those verbally as well?
Not roadworks, no. When was it?
Started about a year ago, according to the residents.
A year? Listen, I have trouble keeping up with last week.
Obviously. Because you were still working on it last week.
Look, am I missing out on something here? This has nothing to do with Mrs. Downs' case.
Well, we think it has, Mr. Phillips. We think you've been authorising substandard work. Did you approve the road repairs on the B213 at Talbotton?
I don't have to answer questions about this to you.
No, but you do to me. Detective Sergeant Atkins.
What the hell's going on here?
You're next, Mr. Phillips.
Unless you'd just like to help us with our inquiries first.
I'm busy.
So get unbusy.
Just give me a minute, will you?
You're naked.
Sorry, got carried away, you know.
Otherwise, not bad.
Hey, you got the keys, Pete?
No, I'm going to you then.
Oh, yes.
Well, you go home. There's no point in us both staying late. Oh, hi, Jimmy. Come in.
How are you?
Crap. Need you ask?
What about Yvette?
I don't know. She says she's sorry, but I think it's more for herself than what she's done.
Well, maybe she doesn't believe that she's to blame.
That's what worries me.
Anyway, that's one of the reasons I'm here. We had a Department of Transport inspection done on that stretch of road. The pothole she hit was caused by council negligence. The police charged a council official this morning.
And what does that mean for Yvette?
Well, I think the manslaughter charges will be dropped.
Doesn't stop her being guilty.
Of what? Being 16? The police have accepted that it was an accident.
I don't suppose you fancy a drink, do you?
Yeah. Why not? I have a favour to ask you anyway.
Name it.
Can you get your accountancy boys to run their expert eyes over this? Something not quite right.
Spot the deliberate mistake. Everything comes to who waits, Vinny. Everything.
What do you do when you wake up after 16 years and realise you've cocked it all up?
Come on. You haven't.
I have. I thought I was such a good example, you know?
Me too.
At least you didn't raise yours like a spoilt little brat. Do you know what really worries me about all this, Jimmy?
What?
My daughter's going to get away with this. Mummy's going to buy her the best brief around, and she's going to walk away with a ticking off.
You have to do your best for them.
I want her to know, Jimmy. I want her to know what she's done.
Jimmy, it's gone 12.
No rows, remember?
I'm not rowing. Have you been drinking?
Yeah. I wouldn't have the nerve for this sober.
For what?
I don't want you to sell the house. Because we can start again.
Jimmy, we've done this one. Anyway, take a look. I've taken the house off the market.
Good. See, Sally, I've been doing it all wrong for years. The kids and work and you. So I keep trying to rearrange now. And actually, with you, I could start all over again.
How? We've got 2 kids and a divorce.
Exactly. You're single and so am I. I should ask you out, see? No, I want to ask you out. On a date. Me and you.
Now I know why you needed to be drunk.
No, I'm not drunk. Well, not very much, anyway. I fancy you. And I'm asking you out on a date. What's so terrible about that?
Nothing. I'll tell you what. If you can remember this conversation tomorrow, you can come back and ask me again. Sober.
What? You're on? We can start again.
Cheap crap.
Brilliant. Yes. I know this won't bring your husband back, Carol. Maybe it'll help, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good as I'll get.
If it gets too much, just say.
Hello, Carol. This is Yvette. Hello? Want to walk or something? Yeah. I hope it works.
So do I.
Well, what do we do now?
Well, one thing's for sure. We're not going for a drink.
Oh, I wanted to take you through this. I had my people take a look at it.
And?
Well, on the face of it, Mercia Water's just like any of the other sell-offs. Big profits, big dividends, very successful.
Well, I gathered that for myself.
Yes, but Mercia's cutting itself to the bone. They've shifted every bit of spare cash into the profit line, and all their directors grabbed their share options.
Right. Someone's taking them over.
Very good. And more to the point, they want it to happen.
Right, I'll just get the paperwork and the keys for the glamp, Harry. Then she's all yours.
And that, Pete? She's all mine.
That I very much doubt.
Where are you going?
You see, Harry, you're going down for attempted murder. And you don't get a parking place in prison.
I don't know what you're talking about, mate.
Yes, you do. However, in return for the answers to a couple of questions, I'm willing to forgive and forget. Even let you drive away in tonight's Star Prize.
Yeah, well, bollocks, because I'm driving away in it anyway, and you can't stop me.
You're right. I couldn't stop you, Harry. Shame about the clamp.
All I wanted was my own rig. That's all.
Is that what Terry Hearn promised you?
Oh, piss off.
Did he tell you to scare me off, Harry? Or did he want you to go the whole hog? Run me down?
No, you've got no proof of that.
You're joking, mate. You might as well have left the logbook behind.
Now, you can talk to me or you can talk to the police. Of course, they'd have to charge you first. Come on, Harry. Are you really willing to go to prison to keep Terry Hearn out of trouble?
Terry Hearn wanted you dead. I just wanted to scare you off.
Well, you failed. How much redundancy did Kemroot pay you?
100 grand.
And in return, you had to take the rap for the chemical accident?
Yeah, but it wasn't no accident, mate.
Go on.
Terry Hearn paid me and the plant manager to put the half them in the wrong bin.
You're telling me you did it deliberately?
Yeah.
Deeper and deeper. I'd like to thank the boards of both Mercia Water and Kemroot Tankers for attending this meeting at such short notice. As you know, I've been asked to report on the accident at the Comore Valley Treatment Station. I say accident, but as I'm sure some of you are aware, the chemical spillage into the Comore River was anything but an accident.
What are you saying, Mr. Griffin?
I'm saying that Kemroot Tankers deliberately conspired with Mercia Water to pollute their supply.
Hope you got a good solicitor, Mr. Griffin.
I'm not staying here to listen to this more. This is ridiculous.
Is it, Mr. Chairman? This controlled accident created a multi-million-pound rigged market in Mercia Water shares.
That is a very serious accusation.
So why don't you sit down? Listen to what I have to say.
This had better be good.
American Grid Utilities. They're about to take you over, aren't they?
That's none of your bloody business.
It is if it affects this insurance claim. It is if the directors of Chemroot have been systematically buying up Mercia Water shares for the last month since the accident. Or is that supposed to be a well-kept secret too?
Have you got any proof for all this?
What do you think?
Relax, Alex. You'll enjoy this.
Of course, under the confidentiality clause of any takeover bid, the Mercia directors can't purchase their own company's shares. That would be insider dealing. So instead, some of you had the Chemroot directors purchase them for you. And just to make sure the purchase price was low enough, you had them pollute your own water supply as well. For days, the bad publicity that follows drives the Mercia Water shares down and down, way below the offer price that you know's due in when the American Grid takeover happens. Not bad compensation for taking the blame for the accident, eh, Terry? Especially when you know it's covered by insurance. Minor claims are paid off. A couple of weeks later, the price rallies again. Then the Americans announce their bid, shares go through the roof. Some of you stand to make, what, 5, 6 million? Worth the risk of a bit of bad PR, eh? Even worth $250,000 for the family of the accident's only fatality. Charles Castley died of renal failure, gentlemen, caused by the water you deliberately polluted. No wonder you were in such a hurry to keep the family quiet. So much so that you didn't even let me check his claim. But I did anyway. Mr. Castley wasn't even in the country when the pollution occurred. His death's entirely unrelated to this case. He was just jumping on the bandwagon. But then wasn't everyone?
With regard to our position as insurers to Chemroot, might I cordially suggest that you go forth and multiply.
Nice work.
If you can get it. Thanks for your help.
Thanks for yours.
I always said you were the right man for the job.
Very funny.
There you go, Super Sleuth. I forgive you your breach of contract. I'm going to have to ask you a little favour, though.
What?
Well, the shit's going to hit the fan on this one, isn't it?
Probably.
I don't suppose you could give me a bit of time to sell my shares in Mercia, could you?
Oh, it's not up to me, Alex. The regulator's got my report already. And I've just biked off copies to the DTI and the stock exchange. I wouldn't be surprised if they're suspending the shares as we speak.
Excuse me.
Oi! Do you really think you can make any of this stick?
I won't have to, Terry. As soon as it gets out that you're under investigation by the City Fraud Squad, the rumours should finish you. I asked a couple of old colleagues to pop along. If I were you, Terry, I'd be very cooperative. Otherwise, I might do you for conspiracy to murder.
Here you go, Vinny.
Jimmy, over here.
All right.
Who's the woman with Jimmy?
Love interests.
Hi.
Hi.
Gina, Jeff, guests.
Hi. Hiya. This is Dominic, Jodie, Sally.
Hi.
Hi.
Right, well, come on. I'll get you a drink.
Well, no, actually, we can't stop.
Why not?
Well, Harriet's looking after the kids for us tonight, so we're going for a meal.
Are we?
Yeah. Wendy doesn't mind, do you?
No, of course not. I owe him a few favours anyway, don't I?
Well, I did hear that Regional were after you, yeah.
Yes, I'm moving next week. They don't know you helped.
They wouldn't be interested either. I mean, I'm just an amateur, right?
Thanks. Well, go on. Clear off, have fun. We'll look after the kids. Thanks again.
She's nice.
It's okay. Bit pushy. So we off then?
We're not going anywhere.
Come on, Sally, I've just organised it all.
I'm not moving until you ask me out properly.
Do you want to go out?
I'll think about it.